Nandiyan ba yan? Ah, di wala wala kami nakera, di wala wala kami nakera, di wala wala kami nakera, di wala wala kami, di wala wala kami nakera, di wala.
ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Luxury Paints Stadium for our NPL W game. I'd like to thank the major sponsors, Luxury Paints, Komatsu, Kwamaska, Kappa, Bailey Ladders, The Line Richmond, Schultz Electrical, Red Box Dry Cleaning, and News.
Welcome to live commentary of what promises to be an exhilarating match here in the NPL's Women's League in Queensland on Mother's Day and at the end of Female Football Week. Where else would you rather be than here as the Lions host Eastern Suburbs? And it's set to be a game of high stakes and fierce competition. The Lions have long been regarded as the benchmark of women's football in the state, having dominated this competition for several years. Their impressive record of success included numerous titles and trophies, and they have constantly proven themselves to be a force to be reckoned with. The Lions in the last match secured a 3-1 victory over Peninsula Power. They demonstrated their clinical finishing and solid defence against the third place opposition. However, Eastern Suburbs also come into this match with a win under their belt after beating Sunshine Coast Wanderers 2-1 in their previous league encounter. Although Eastern Suburbs did play midweek in the Women's Super Cup against Peninsula Power as well. And that was played on Thursday, which has only given them a few days to recover, in which they won by 2-0. Well, the last time these two sides met was a momentous occasion as Eastern Suburbs ended the Lions' incredible unbeaten run that lasted just over 3 years. This defeat was a significant blow to the Lions' dominance, and they'll be looking to seek revenge here at home against Eastern Suburbs this evening. The home side do sit top of the table, and Eastern Suburbs are just behind them, trailing by the 3 points. This game does have huge implications for both sides. A win for the Lions extends their lead at the top of the table and will probably further cement their position as a team to beat, while victory for Eastern Suburbs would close that gap and potentially give them a shot of claiming the top spot, which would be very exciting for women's football. My name is Alan Kroll, and the stage is set for a gripping encounter with both teams eager to come out on top. As I await some top-class women's football that I can't wait to bring you through all this action for FQ TV. The referee in the middle is Flynn Minner, and it is Eastern Suburbs that will get us off and running. And Person gets us on the way here. Can Eastern Suburbs possibly do the double? Away against the Lions. Or will the Lions continue their winning run? Is riding already. Gets that ball across. And it was Gunston coming in at that back post. I'm expecting a game here of high quality. You can see here the Lions' last 5 results unbeaten. Actually unbeaten since the last time they lost Eastern Suburbs. Only other hiccup coming against Mitchelton in that 1-1 draw. But 9 goals scored in the last 2 matches with that 1 goal conceded. Eastern Suburbs have been impressive themselves with 7 wins from 7, 5 in the last 5, as you can see. They're able to get through. 2-0 victory midweek against Peninsula Power in the Cup, showing their quality, beating the third place side in the division but away from home and comfortably. He's given in goals today for Eastern Suburbs, Kachenko. LA Chapel quick to come out and collect. It was a 3-1 victory for the Lions last time against Peninsula Power. It was a wonderful goal Davies scored against LA Chapel. Here's a bit of space now here for the Lions. A ball in, and it looked to have troubled Given in goals. It goes all the way through. Lions starting the brighter of the two sides at the moment. And they do get a corner here. There's Riding coming across to take this one. Does have some options in the middle here for the home side. The looping delivery, and it looked like it might have come off the arm, possibly, but nonetheless, the Lions have the lead inside the first 3 minutes. The early pressure has paid off. Possibly being a shoulder. But Rebecca Kirkup claims that goal, and all that early pressure has paid off from the hosts. They take the early lead. How will the away side respond? They'll be bitterly disappointed conceding that goal. There's Tegan Riding. Now O'Keefe trying to switch it back to Riding. Tegan Thompson trying to get in behind, but good bit of defending from Eastern Suburbs. Keith now to Thompson. Looking to switch it, but possession give up. There's Askin. Looking to use her pace. She's well matched. It is the perfect start from the home side. Here's Person now in a little bit of room. The choice to left to right. Might find its little way through. Brickner's attempt takes a bit of deflection, and it's a corner for Eastern Suburbs as they look to try and pull back. There's a left foot delivery. There's a deep one. It is knocked away. Still alive though. And finally thumped to safety Karen Bassis. The pitch is just starting to get a little bit heavy with the wee bit of rain that we've had late this afternoon. It's Tegan Thompson. Got Riding in the middle, cuts back onto that right foot. Here's O'Keefe. Delightful ball through, Gunston. And the flag is up for offside. Well, it's been the perfect start for the home side. They have that early goal. And it's exactly what they would have wanted going into this game. Gunston looks to be in a bit of discomfort there, and she's has gone down as the medical team has to come onto the pitch. Would be a blow for the Lions, but they are a squad full of absolute quality. Gunston has been lively inside the first 10 minutes as well. Just give the Wayside a chance to regroup as you see them just meeting in the middle of the park. Gunston is making her way off the park as well. The Lions will be temporarily down into 10 players. As we await Gibbon to get us back on the way here at Luxury Paint Stadium. Lions with the better start, and they are a goal to a good, and are in a good chance to going that further ahead of the table. Here's Kachenko. Majiri. Lions do win it back. Space for them to run into. Clark meets that header. Oshima. Nice Sullivan. Looking to play that one through is Bruckner. Thompson back defending. Bruckner actually manages to win it and forcing Lions to make that clearance. Thompson thought she'd done enough. The away side have a chance. Lions forced to make a change as Gunston is now off the park and Apo has come on for Lions. Sullivan trying to force it through. Kirkup trying to run to that as well. Eastern Suburbs mopping up. Lions with a point to prove here. That delivery not making its way into the box. Wayside still trying. Play their way out from the back. O'Keefe with a challenge, but there's O'Keefe. Where top it goes, controlled well. Kruger. Eastlick to try and hit them on the break here. There's a little bit of space now. Driving into the box. Tries to get it across, but couldn't wrap the foot round it. It's a good run there from Askin. Exactly what the Wayside need to do when the Lions give up the possession is try and hit them on the break and hurt them where it counts. In the last match between these sides, Wayside really did dominate possession for large spells, which does not often happen against the Lions, but they're en route. So far, they're riding doing brilliantly well. It's a fine move from Lions, a bit of space here. Apo making inroads into the box. The ball gets played across. There she is! And it's put away. The Lions go 2 goals to the good. A fabulous move from them. And the substitute comes off the bench to double the Lions lead. It's a fine finish. As they go 2 goals up now. It's a big ask for Eastern Suburbs now. 2 goals down at the home to the Lions. And Sullivan. Now Clark. Here's Kachenko. Good close control from the centre half. Long she goes again, asking to use her pace. Got a few options in the centre. There it goes across towards Persons. It is cleared away and helped by Tico. The pressure still on though. It's Kachenko. And now Clark. Sullivan. Looking for Bricknut. There's Thompson back defending. Range is getting a wee bit heavier here at Luxury Paint Stadium. Exactly the weather that football was designed to be played in. Persons using her body well. I think she might have won a corner, but the referee had a quick look at his linesmen and deemed that was a free kick. Didn't see a whole lot in that from here, but the referee has the final call. Here's Thompson. Oh, Poe with a touch. Shima wins it for the away side. It's a little bit better spell here. Brooknut. Oshima wants it back. Leaves it for Sullivan. Again, Lions defend well. Sullivan with the delivery. Asking one underneath it. Now it's Kirkup. Into O'Keefe. There's Kachenko. There's Mazuni fighting for it. And now Lions have a little bit of room. Intercepted from Kuchenko, but taken over well. Riding almost squeezing that one through. Good spell of possession for Eastern Suburbs without any real opportunity on goal. The Lions 2 goals up and really have East exactly where they wanted them. This is a perfect start for them. Get the early goals. Here's Thompson. Long angle ball, it's met by Kuchenko. Here's Mazzoni. Lovely control, driving in through the middle. Looks for an option, here's Starr. Little dink over top and Brickner's in behind. But Team Thompson defending well, and we have a corner now. And these are the types of opportunities against the Lions that you really need to take. 21 minutes played. They really need to score now. As Peninsula Power go 2 goals up in the other featured match. And strugglers Kapalabar. But here's the left foot delivery. It's on top of Ellie Chapo and it's headed towards goal. And it looked like it was taken off the line for another corner. Well, Chapel looked to be in no man's land. It was a good left foot delivery right on top of the keeper. I think there it was Majidi that headed it towards goal and knocked off the line. Eastern Suburbs looking to respond now. There's the low driven delivery. It's cleared away. Back out to Yoshima. There's a delivery in the near post, and it's a wonderful diving save from LA Chapel. Delightful delivery into the box as well. Wonderful delivery. It was Mizuni with the shot towards goal. And the keeper makes the save as the Lions looking to maintain and hold on for this clean sheet. East piling the pressure on. It's another good delivery and it's bounced around in the box and it breaks kindly. Chapel look to have got a save. Still not away though. Played back into the box, it's headed down. And finally Coles will surely mop up. There's Kruger. Riding. Here's a pull. It's run into a bit of trouble. Here's Mazzoni. Well, chance after chance there for the away side, but the Lions defence is holding firm. Those two big saves from Ellie Chapel. Here's Thompson on the overlap, looking to try and play that one in early. And it took a good nick there off Clark. Gibbon knocks it out for a throw, and it was a good ball through from Thompson. He's riding, bursting through the middle. It's Thompson into Riding. Riding, still going, the right foot shot. And it wasn't too far away as it came into Riding. Looks like she wanted to try and shoot a bit earlier. Eastern Suburbs don't do enough there for me. It's a good try from Riding. Does have the quality to score from just about anywhere in the park. Got a hat-trick last week. Pushing it back there on Sullivan. Earns a free kick for the away side. Played into the box, it's headed away. Here's a pull. Cleared by Thompson. Here's Clark. They're riding. Play it back into the middle. Clark. Here is Kachenko. Peninsula Power have now gone 3 goals up against Kapalabar. They are bouncing back to those 2 back-to-back defeats to the Lions and Ace. There's Majiri. Mazzoni. It's picked up though by Tico. Now Kruger. Back with O'Keefe. Here's Evitz. Out it goes now here to Thompson. Thompson getting behind Sullivan. Sullivan trying to track back. Thompson gets it across and it's turned round there by Oshima for a corner for the Lions. Despite all that pressure from the away side, Lions have a big chance to really hit the away side with a sucker punch. There is the skipper to take. There's a deep delivery. It's held it away by Kachenko. In fact, East now looking to break. Here's Persons. Really needs a little bit of support. Took a wee bit of a heavy touch. Here's Starr. Refused to give up on it. Mazzoni. Doesn't quite do enough. Strong defending by Evitts. Out now to Tico. Now Kirkup. Just out muscled by Majiri. One back there by Starr. And given away by Kachenko. Riding now. Kachenko lays it back to her keeper. Here's Gibbon. East have had a large share of possession after going 2 goals down. Had a couple of chances now to pull one back. Clark under pressure from Riding. Using Gibbon to mop up. Shima does well and just unable to find Persons, not quite linking up exactly as they would have wanted. Well, you can see the quality of both sides in this opening half an hour. Lions just having that, just that little bit extra as they've found the back of the net. But it's not from the lack of trying from the away side. 2 big opportunities, well saved. Really Chapel in large spells of possession. Good run by O'Keefe. She tries to find Kirkup on the run. Here's Thompson. Now Evitts. Back with Chapel. Askin trying to play that one in early. There's O'Keefe. Now Thompson. Thompson driving into the middle. Just gives away possession too. It's picked up by Sullivan. It's forced through looking for Persons. It's a foot race for Philly Chapel. Person beats her to it. Big chance here for East. It's played across goal. And it's a great bit of defending from the Lions as they just do enough to make that clearance. Huge moment in the game. Persons turns early Chapel, but she's bailed out by the rock solid defence. Well, the chance looked to have gone when it got played into Persons. There's Thompson to Riding. Riding tries to turn, but fouled by Sullivan. There's Thompson down the line to Apo. It's good defending. So far from the east. Here's Evitts. Back with Chapel. Here's Stark. Bruckner just beaten to it. Now Thompson into O'Keefe. Now Coles. That long ball met by Clark. Is Askin. Kirkup coming across to do her defensive duties. Here's Majiri. Now Kachenko. Oshima. It's now with Clark. Now Sullivan. Back with Gibbon. Across the other side with Kachenko, and she runs into Riding, who nips her off her. But they give possession right back to Eastern Suburbs, and they try to break quickly. And Mazzoni also running into trouble. Karambassis. Back with Kachenko. Here's Clark. Bruckner playing it in. Karambassis looks out wide to Tico. Kirkup in front of her. Here is Kirkup. Trying to drill it in. And it looked to have possibly gone for a deep throw in. 35 minutes played at Luxury Paint Stadium. And the champions and league leaders are 2 goals to the good against their closest challengers in the league this season, and the only side to have beaten them. There's a switch out now to Thompson. Thompson floats it in. It's headed back towards goal, but it's comfortably catched there by Gibbon. Clark switches it to Kachenko. Lions doing really well to prevent that forward pass. And they're forced to go long. Askin does well. Person with the layoff. That's a fine move there. Askin trying to get in behind, but Ellie Chappell quick this time out to mop up for her defence. The old-fashioned sweeper keeper. Zoni run into a bit of trouble. It's given away once again. There's Sullivan. Bruckner also running into trouble. O'Keefe has it. Now Thompson. Evans going long. It's only picked up by Askin. That's a poor pass too. Here's Starr. Bruckner, delivery will be key here. Plays it in towards Pearson. And it's Chappell who collects. It's not a gift in the middle of the park, and Starr quick to react. Bruckner is the option. It's a teasing delivery into probably the right area. Pearson was just unable to direct it goalwards. It was a foul just prior to replay, and it's a chance now. Another opportunity for the away side to pull one back. Delivery will be everything here. Star over this one as well. Will be the left foot delivery though. It's a deep one. It's headed away. Mazzoni trying to keep the pressure alive, but fouls. And that will relieve the pressure on the Lions back line as Karambasas gets us off and running. And she just gives it right back to Gibbon. Well, Lions definitely started the brighter of the two sides, and they looked like they were going to go on and just dominate this game after they got the second goal. But since then, Eastern Suburbs had large spells of possession and a few real good chances, but Ellie Chappell and co have been excellent at the back for the Lions, which has really shown two sides of their game. It's picked up again. There's Mazzoni, and she wants it back. Takes a bit of a heavy touch. And in the end, it is a goal kick. There's Chappell. And with Thompson. Putting a bit of pressure, almost gifting possession back to Eastern Suburbs. But here's Tico now. Now Kirkup. Kruger making a run in front of her. Runs into a bit of trouble. Karambasas. Now riding back to Karambasas. Tries to squeeze it through, but Kachenko's there. O'Keefe has it back. Najiri sees that one out. Not too happy there at the foul. He felt it wasn't a free kick, but the referee had other ideas. Fine 1-2. Here's Thompson breaking into the box. And in the end, she too fouls Sullivan. Well, as we approach half time, I think Rob Askew will be delighted with a 2-goal lead, but probably frustrated after that. Lachlan Leong, head coach of Eastern Suburbs, will have it all to do in the second half if they can't draw something back into this game. The Lions haven't had it all their own way as they have done for over many years. Karambassis. Now Evitts. Here's Thompson. Come inside. Here's O'Keefe. Karambassis again. Kruger. First time to Tico, but it runs out of play. That really has been the story of the Lions since going 2-0 up. It was good play. Good close control, nice movement. And they make the wrong last pass. With Shima. She gives it up as well. Karambassis also giving it away, but Lions able to gain control. Here's Evitts. Now Thompson. It's Clark. Karambassis picks it up. Trips over the ball a little bit there and fouls her opposite number. Kuchenko looked to play it quickly, but has just given it away. Now Tegan Riding in a bit of space here. She's got Clark for company. Here's Riding. Needs some support. And it's cleared by Kuchenko. It's almost a gift there. All the players in the Lions squad that you don't want bearing down on goal. Would be Tegan Riding. Sullivan made a strong challenge there and she came off worse off there off Riding as the calls for the bench to come on. Just to have really fallen awkwardly after making that block. There's Sullivan. He looks to be in a lot of pain as well. Those are right on the half-time whistle as well. Gunston left the field of play due to injury as well for the Lions. Referee is having a quick look at his watch there as well as he does know it is right on that half-time whistle. Sullivan has been excellent in that right back position for Eastern Suburbs, so composed on the ball, making the challenges, not allowing Thompson to have much on the overlap or a pull. And these have been quite good since going 2 goals down. The referee does blow the half-time whistle here at Luxury Paint Stadium. We hope Sullivan does manage to return to the field of play in the second half, but we'll have to wait and see. Half-time here at Luxury Paint Stadium. The champions are in front. It's the Lions 2, Eastern Suburbs 0.
the line Richmond, shots are left scored, red box striking, and his first.
How do I feel this time? One straight off.
Felton Industries is proud to be the official shelter and grandstands partner of Football Queensland. Felton offers a range of premium aluminium grandstands, from elite portable spectator seating to soccer team shelters for players and coaches. Give your fans the best view of the game with Felton's comfortable spectator seating. With sun-safe shelters or powder-coated in your team colours. Whatever your club needs, Felton has a high-quality, low-maintenance seating option to suit. We are the pioneers in Australian-made grandstands and team shelters. Contact Felton today on 1800 834 016 or visit felton.net.au.
Pride themselves on delivering top-quality FIFA regulation-compliant goals. Each goal is made from durable, high-density, thick aluminium and then finished in a white powder coat. To provide quick delivery, Vito Sports stock all goals in this range within their Brisbane distribution warehouse, allowing customers to quote, order and deliver in a matter of days. If you'd like to inquire about the Vito Sports goal range, email us at admin@vitosports.com.
NPLW game. Touchdown score 9-2, Eastern Suburbs 0. Substitution for Lions, number 10, Kelly Crew, and changes number 11, Peter Sullivan. Sorry, Eastern Suburbs. Substitution for Eastern Suburbs. Number 10, Kelly Crew, replacing number 11.
Well, welcome back to the second 45 minutes here at Luxury Paint Stadium, as Eastern Suburbs has it all to do if they are to get back into this game. The Lions, with a early start to that first 45 minutes, they race into a 2-goal lead for Eastern Suburbs. Fought back without scoring, and that's the way it ended in that first 45. It was Sullivan right on the halftime mark. Unfortunately got stretchered off with an injury, and Crew has come off the bench to replace her, and that will be a big miss for Eastern Suburbs. Sullivan has been, or was, excellent in that first 45. She will be a big miss for them, but Crew will be a good addition for them. We have the feeling that Eastern Suburbs will need to come out in the traps racing here and pull a goal back sooner rather than later. The rain's been off and on over the half-hour mark, as a bit of pressure there put on by Kruger. And the pressure's paid off. Lions regain the possession deep in the half. Here's Riding. Always dangerous. Plays it out wide. Here's Tico now. Can she keep the ball in play? She can. Tico shaping up against Askin. Looks inside. Karambassis. Well, it just didn't quite pay off there. It was a good move from Lions. Very creative, but nothing coming of it. There's Clark. Karambassis takes over the lines, not allowing Eastern Suburbs to play out from the back as nicely and calmly as they did in that first 45. Karambassis with interception is Crew. Again, the Lions have it back. There's Riding. They play it in. It's a good ball too. Here's O'Keefe. Good close control. Here's Kirkup. Started the scoring for the Lions. Thompson squeezing it through to Apoon. It's good defending there from Clark. Nice intricate passing from the Lions. I think it might have just been called as offside there. It has done. I tell you what, definitely looked onside. Brett will relieve the pressure there on Eastern Suburbs. Rain is just trickling down now at Luxury Paint Stadium. There's Majiri. Makes a turn. Now Askin's been a little bit quiet in that first half. Askin plays it inside, but is unable to pick out our captain in person. Chenko with a header. Inside now there is O'Keefe. Karambassis. Now Evitz run into some space. Now Thompson. Good pass from Thompson. Kruger. Pooh fighting for it as well. Second ball made its way onto the pitch. Foul there by Oshima on the back. And a chance for the Lions to get some of the big players up from the back. Cole's going forward. Home side looking for that all-important third goal that would probably put an end to this game. It is Riding standing over this one. Good delivery from Riding, but actually it's too close to Gibbon. Askin. Out to Person. That's a poor ball from Person. The Lions have it back, although they might just have squeezed it back to East, but Lions just about mop that one up. Here's Ellie Chapel. Here's Evitts. And Riding coming short. And both sides making wayward passes. The start, it was Emma Starr this time for East after Riding gave it to her. It's Crew underneath that. And Bruckner. There's Oshima. And Gibbon, Clark here. Clark looking long. Trying to squeeze that one back. If it's forced to go all the way back to Hilly Chapel. Under a bit of pressure, knocks the ball out of play. Lions able to go further up into the park. Strong, resolute defending so far from the home side. Is the difference. Eastern Suburbs haven't been able to make anything count. "50-50 challenge. The referee was in favour of the home side. There's O'Keefe. Tico. She gives it away, but the jury gives it right back. There's Majiri standing over this. She looks to play it in early. Towards Person, wins the first ball. It's crowded out. Here's Kirkup. And now Riding. Berlin drives, gets the ball in. It's clear, it's a heavy touch by Kachenko, and it gives it straight back now to Riding. Second attempt at her delivery. And is out for a goal kick. Heavy touch from Kachenko there. Riding's always positive, always a danger. And back off the post. Person trying to lay it off. A little bit of room now here for Starr. And now Askin. Got Person in the middle, if she can pick them out, and it's not the best of balls. Not sure if it was a shot or a cross there from Askin. That chance goes begging. Eastern Suburbs, it was well picked up in the middle of the park. Askin just unable to wrap her foot round that. I think she was trying to look for Person in the middle of the park. There's Majiri. A start. Well, the American just beaten to the ball, and she's in a little bit of pain, and the referee stops the counter-attack from the Lions. Emma Starr, signed from Ireland. Looks to be in a little bit of pain. She's back on her feet. It'll be a drop ball for the Lions. Here's Thompson. Looking for Riding there with the ball through, but it's mopped up by Clark. Scorelines remain 4-0 between Peninsula Power and Kapalaba. Ten Olympic are goalless. There's Kachenko. Starr. Now here's Askin. Person trying to lay it back, but there's no one there, and it's given away in a really good area. Here's Riding. Riding taking on Clark, and it's a good, strong defensive challenge from the centre half. And it's a corner kick here as the Lions look to go 3 goals to the good. There's a good delivery too, it's headed away. Helped on by Person. Everyone back defending. Riding fouled into the back. This is a good range for Tegan Riding. She might fancy a shot here. Not too far outside the box. She's have a wonderful right foot. Right on the hour mark here in the NPLW. It is Riding. It is the right foot, comes back off the wall. Karambassis. Coles and Askin in a race there. Beats him to it. Now Kirkup. She'll lay it off inside. It's met by Clark. Kirkup again with a second attempt at it. Riding. Looking to squeeze it through now. And Thompson just drifting offside. Kruger. Majiri mopping that one up too. There's Tico. Now Karambassis. That's given away. Thompson does brilliantly well to make that tackle to prevent the counter-attack. Oh, it's a silly yellow card there for Thompson. She's throwing the ball away. Well, at least on Suburbs, Lachlan has seen enough, and Askin has made way now for the away side as they try and make the change to get them back into this game.
Substitution for Eastern Suburbs, number 18, Taylor Mercato replaces number 4.
Mercato placing Askin.
Number 4, Lauren Askin. Score remains at lines 2, Eastern Suburbs go.
Person dropping so deep to kick at the ball, finds Crew. Crew squeezing it through, Star making inroads. The start. Bruckner. Mankato for first delivery is cleared away, it's still alive. Majuri does really well and fires a shot wayward. It dropped nicely for her too, just couldn't quite hit the target. She's really entered the shot as well. On Howard played at Luxury Paint Stadium. Lions 2-0 up on home turf. It's going so far so good for them. There's Riding. Just runs out of play there, Tegan Riding. There's delivery, it's not properly cleared by Oshima. He's looking to try and break, but they give it straight back here. Now Karambassis with a shot, and I tell you what, wasn't too far away from Karambassis. It's another one of those that just drops kindly. And it's one you would expect your central midfielder to have a go. Just grazing the top of the net. Bassett using her strength. There's Kirkup. Kruger wins the foul as well. He's starting to get a little bit frustrated. Bassos and Tegan running over this one. Looks to be something off the training ground, but it's spilled by Gibbon. Saved in the second attempt. There's Mizuni. The start. Unable to find the cross-field pass to Ron Canto. There's Karen Bassis. Tries to squeeze it through. It's a bit of a foot race. Majuri turns it away. Here's Karen Bassis. There's Kachenko coming away with it. Crew gives it straight back to the Lions. Person trying to get onto that, and they're back with Ellie Chappell. Opts to take the touch. Start with a quick throw. Persons finds a bit of room. She's still going here. Opts to shoot. Straight down the throat of Ellie Chappell. It's the first real shot on target from East in the second half. Riding tries to turn, skips past one challenge on the second. Riding, still going Riding. Laser on the plate here for Kirkup. Referee plays the advantage. And it's turned round for a corner. Looking for the foul, does hit the hand. There, Majiri, it comes to Kirkup. It's Kachenko who turns wide. And it's a corner here for the Lions to grab a third goal. As Peninsula Power now go 5-0 up against Kapalabart. There's that right foot delivery. It's fired back towards goal, cleared by Clark. Canto crowded out, but the ball won back by the Lions, and they have been really dominant in the second half, showing their professionalism and their experience at this level. Looking to get the job done is Kruger. That's not quite reaching Thompson. Crew coming short there. try to play out, but they give away possession. It's been very frequent in this half where they've allowed Lions to really dominate and dictate the play every time they give away the ball. Here's Kirkup. Works it well onto the left foot, Kirkup. Back towards O'Keefe. Evitts. It's a fine pass from Evitts. Here's Tico. Tico. Let's get it across. It's met by Kachenko. This crew. This person now. Miscommunication there between Starr and Roncanto. Lions have it back. There's Chappell. Thompson up in the air, looked to have lifted her arm up and she went up to challenge for the ball. Referee quite rightly giving a free kick for that one. That's one of those tough ones as a player because it's very difficult sometimes to jump without lifting your arms and lifting your elbow. There's an opportunity here for Eastern Suburbs. They can get the right delivery into the box. Chappell hesitates there. Claims of a handball. The referee says nothing in that one. Here's Kachenko. And Majiri just gives it right back to Ellie Chappell. That's another foul in relatively the same area on Bruckner. And East will have another opportunity to get a similar delivery into the box. They need to score soon. 72 minutes on the clock. There's another good delivery headed towards goal, and that's caught comfortably by Ellie Chappell. Well, she's dealt with everything that's been put in front of her today, Ellie Chappell. Had that one chance, a person beat her to it in the first half, but other than that, she's been on top of everything that Eastern Suburbs could throw at the Lions. That one just drifting out of play. Shima marshalling O'Keefe. There's Thompson's throw. Riding. Driving into that space, but it's dealt with by Eastern Suburbs, but Tegan Riding gets offside right up the park, up the other end. And with 15 minutes to play at Luxury Paint Stadium, Lions 2 goals to the good against their nearest challengers in the league. That'll give them a healthy point advantage against Eastern Suburbs if they can keep going and maintain this 2-goal win. Riding trying to Place it through. Kachenko picks it up. Peninsula Power have now 6 goals up against Kapalaba. Kapalaba really struggling on the bottom. Power really bouncing back from that defeat to Eastern Suburbs. Now here's Crew. They have numbers on overlap, and it's a poor pass from Roncanto in a good area for Suburbs, and the Lions have it back. Karambassis. Now O'Keefe. Here's Thompson. Apu trying to turn. Zoni running a ball out of play. It's Thompson. That's a terrific ball to Apu. Breaks into the box. Cuts back onto the left. Tries to get it across. Comes out to Tegan Riding. And it's saved from Gibbon. It's a wonderful pass from the centre half. When it falls for Tegan Riding, you just think it's going to burst the net there. Riding has it back on, a chance to burst the net this time, but just drifts into an offside position. With a chance straight away. It's Kachenko. Here's Clark. Now Gibbon. It's Kachenko. Eastern Suburbs looking for a hero. Haven't quite been able to string the ball, pass the ball around the park like they did in that first half. Lions have worked really hard to keep a hold of the ball, although Chapel just gives it away. There's Oshima. Ball squeezed through looking for Bruckner, but it goes out of play. Chance in the final third, doesn't quite come of anything. There's Majiri. On Canto. Whips it in with the left foot. Person flicks it on. And from one end to the other, here is Tegan Riding, bearing down on goal. A chance to put the game to bed, but it's straight at Gibbon. Bassis laid off nicely from Kirkup, but a bit of rim now for Kruger. Here's Gibbon. Kachenko. Nice turn from Crew. A Person, a bit of room. Person always look to get back onto her favoured right side. She does. She floats it in. And it's cleared away. Claims something in the box, waved away from the referee, plays the advantage this time. Kruger. Here's support offered from Kirkup. Taking on Majiri. Kirkup throws it into the box. Apo keeps it alive, throws it back in. Away by Majiri, but she gives the possession straight back to the Lions as Eastern Suburbs are sitting really deep at the moment. There's Mazzoni into Bruckner. Basses with the ball over the top, trying to release Apo, but a little bit too much on that. On Karen Bassis, she's been really dominant in the middle of the park. The second 45, the Lions probably better in the second 45 than the first 45, despite scoring those 2 goals in the early stages. A better all-round performance from them. Eastern Suburbs have really struggled to get out their own half. And with 9 minutes to go, it's exactly the Lions will want to be. 2 goals up. Chenko coming across this time. Run into a bit of trouble, Kachenko. Uses Person. It's a really nice move. Ball over the top here. Inside towards Person. She gets it across goal. It's thumped away. And there's a shot. Spill from Chapel. Chapel gets down to meet it well. It's Majiri in the box. Not a bad attempt, but no one in there really following up. Now here's Riding. Here's Oshima. Now Clark. Crew. Just gives it away. The Lions make a substitution. Apu, who scored the second goal as McGilligan comes on to the park. Came off the bench as well for Gunston. That'll be a corner. With 7 minutes to go here at Luxury Paint Stadium, live on FQTV. The Lions looking to go 3 goals to the good and extend their lead at the top of the NPL. There's a delivery punched away bravely. A Gibbon, it's floated back in. And Gibbon collects. Well, it does just show the squad depth of this line side. If you can bring on a player like McGilligan off the bench. Here's Oshima. Shima fighting hard for it and wins it. There's Majiri. Crew trying to force it through. Well, won by Majiri. You've got Person to her right. She's got options left and right now, Majiri. She fancies a shot! And it was so close to a wonder goal there from Majiri. This does brilliantly, driving into the box, works it onto her right foot. It was so close to a wonderful strike. Will that give Eastern Suburbs a little bit of a lift? Here she is again. She loses out though to O'Keefe, and now from one end to the other. Here come the Lions, it's Kirkup. The one that started the scoring. It's Kachenko though, come away with it. Now here's Oshima. McGilligan has it, it's one back though by Starr. Clark laying it back to Gibbon. Well, time is against Eastern Suburbs. Had a few good chances in the game. Some good saves from Ellie Chappell. Some very close moments. Lions have just shown their experience in the second half as Peninsula Power have now gone 7-0 up against Kapalabart. It's very healthy for their goal difference. And that will push Kapalabart down as the worst defensive record in the league. Peninsula Power will move just a point adrift of Eastern Suburbs as things stay the way they are here at Luxury Paint Stadium. Here's Riding. Wins the corner off Oshima. The Lions won't be in any hurry at all to take this one. Few options forward there as Riding plays it in, but it doesn't make its way into the box in the end. It is a goal kick. Here's Oshima. Skachenko. Starr out muscled. O'Keefe Riding. Going to play it through as Gibbon plays it forward. Here's Crew. Strong challenge by Thompson and McGilligan. Our first taste of the action, really, McGilligan. Clark looks to play it early. Jerry. Person. The Starr. Throw in deep inside the Lions half. As we're into the final minute of the 90. This person trying to do it herself here. Persons gets it across. That's met again by the strong Lions defence. There's Riding. And now space for the Lions to drive. It's Kirkup. He's got options in the middle. Kirkup shifts it onto that left foot, but isn't able to find anybody. Won by Coles. Karambassis looks to float it through, but it's good goalkeeping from Gibbon. Comes out to collect. Now past the 90th minute. There's O'Keefe. Finds Riding. Riding's in behind here. Is Tegan Riding. Comes onto the right foot. It's a big save again there from Gibbon. The angle escaped Tegan Riding, but Gibbon had to make the save nonetheless. As Bruckner playing it through. It's given away. Now O'Keefe. Karambassis. Here's McGilligan. To Karambassis. Gives it straight to Eastern Suburbs. The start. Well, room now, Roncanto. Looks to play it in, but it's straight down into the arms of Illy Chapel. And the referee does blow the full-time whistle here at Luxury Paint Stadium. The Lions extend their lead at the top of the table and get their revenge against Eastern Suburbs with a 2-0 win. It was a game full of quality moments from both sides, but it's finished here in the NPLW. Lions 2, Eastern Suburbs 0.